What is going on, everybody? So, we went to about three or so garage sales. I think it was about three or four.
I think it was 3.
Three? All right, so we went to about three garage sales. The first item that we picked up, pretty boring, but, Game of Thrones, honestly, it's not that great. Season one, first season, it was complete, so I was like, oh, we'll pick it up and see what happens. I had an extra disc in there as well, Call of Duty. Again, not that great, but should do, yeah, whatever. But then we had the next one, and the next one was a little bit better. So we had three boots. So they're all Sorel, so San Antonio company, Sorel boots. This one's actually pretty decent. I should get probably like 20 to 40, if not more. I'll try to throw up comps as I go. And then this one I think was a little better. This one was probably closer to about 50. So pretty nice waterproof Sorel boots again. All pretty good condition. They have a little dirt on the bottom, but I can clean them up. Shouldn't be a problem. Then we have, this is just a kid's size, so it probably won't be that great, to be honest. Maybe like 20 bucks. And then the biggest find, we pull up to one garage sale, and they're kind of side by side. And the first one was kind of like, meh, they didn't really have too much. I asked them about video games, and they were like, no, we don't have any of those. Went next door to this guy. His name's Michael, so thank you, Michael. If you ever watch this, you probably won't. But anyways, I asked him the question of, do you have any video games? So he brings out this tub, and not even this stuff. So he brings out these video games right here. So everything in this tub, which I'll show you here in a minute. I kind of want to surprise you. So all of these video games down here, all the Wii games, which do pretty good. Some of them I have no idea. We've got Resident Evil, Mickey, Paper Mario, Super Smash Brawl. Some of them are pretty decent, so they should work out okay. And then we have all of these games right here. So we have GameCube, Soul Calibur. We got some Final Fantasy for PlayStation, so I'll probably lot these three up. Seems to do better. A bunch of other PlayStation games, Naruto, Dark Angel. Some of them are okay. They don't do too great. This one actually did a lot better than I thought. So Final Fantasy, I think that's 4. And it's for the Game Boy Advance. This one actually did pretty decent. And these were not the greatest. They're like Game Gear, but I threw it in with a lot. And I first bought all the games. I bought all of these games first, and I said, how much for everything? And he was like, I don't know, throw out a number. So I said, okay, how about $100? So $100 for these two bins. So it was like this, and it was all jumbled up, not organized at all. And he's like, well, I kind of want to comp them out, so I kind of want to figure out what each price is, and then I'll give you like a discount on each game. So then I slid all the SNES games together, and then I took some of the other games, and I kind of weighed and said, how much for just all these SNES and some NES games, all these NES games as well. And he's like, I don't know, you throw a number. So I said $100, and he's like, okay, yeah, I can do that. And I was like, okay, cool. So then I took more of these games, and then some of these, and then some of these PlayStation games right here as well. And I put them over in the pile, and I said, okay, how much for all of these? And then he's like, 160. And I'm like, would you take 150? And he's like, yeah, I'll do 150. And I'm like, great. So I didn't realize this. We go to church, we go and we do some errands and things like that. And then we're like, you know what? I want to come back and see if he actually has the consoles. We looked up some of these games, and so Final Fantasy Tactics actually is pretty decent. And then the disc is okay, but complete. This one's complete as well. There we go. And some are pretty good condition. I would say they're all pretty decent. All working. I've tested them all. This one was insane. Rhapsody, I had no idea, but when I saw it, I was like, man, this has got to be good. You know, it's got some cool character animation and cool art. And I was like, man, this has to be good. I was thinking like, man, this is probably like one of those like $100 games or something. So it has like the manual, has the game. Then on the other side, it actually has the, I guess, the music as well. So a music disc with everything. So this is all complete. No issues. I did notice there was like one little crack right here on the jewel casing, but it's not that bad and not noticeable. But still, this goes for $150. So I was like, no way, $150. So that alone got us our money back. So then I was like, all right, let's go back and let's see what he wants for all these consoles and whatever else he has. So then he starts bringing out an NES. He brings out this PS1, and I was like, okay, cool, PS1, NES. And then he brings out the SNES as well. And yeah, this works. So this is in great condition. So the NES, these NESs, I can probably get like 20 to, actually I'd probably get closer to 40 to 60 for these NES consoles. They have the red blinking light, but I should be able to fix them. This one worked perfectly fine with all the games. I've tested all these SNES games. And this one, so the PS1 didn't work. The issue was the power on the back. The power adapter was just, for whatever reason, it didn't light up. So I pushed the power button, nothing would come on. I push it over and over again, it didn't work. I tried opening it up, cleaning it. This disc tray was actually stuck. So it just would not pop down like that. It would just stay up. So I went inside, I actually opened it from the back, opened these 6 screws here, cleaned it up, and then one of the things on the power port, the issue was the solder point on the adapter or on the port itself was kind of broken. So I went in there and resoldered, and I can show you my soldering job on the screen. It's decent. I'm not like a professional or anything, but it did the job. So yeah, now we got a working PS1. I was able to test out Rhapsody and all the other PS1 games, so that worked out really well. I'll show some of the NES games as well. So some of the NES games I have right here. So they're not all amazing, but Robo Warrior. We got A Boy and His Blob. Pro-Am. We've got Super Mario Bros. With a manual. So not bad. That one's a good one. Journey to Silius. If I'm saying that right, sorry. Silkworm. And then we have the quarterback game. So a lot of these were pretty common. They weren't worth a ton. The Super Mario one I think is going to be the best one. So that should do pretty decent. We can go through all these together right now as well. So I put some of the kind of more common ones right here, and I priced them out a little bit, but I'm sure I'll get, you know, different prices on eBay for them. So we have the Flintstones right here. We have Dino City. And we have R-Type, Super R-Type. Then we have Warlock. We have Mario Paint. I thought this would do a lot better, but it didn't. It does a lot better if you have the mouse. I think it went for like 35 or so. But without the mouse, I think it's like 5 to 10. So it wasn't like super great. But still, I'm going to pick it up with the whole lot. So we're getting to some more decent ones. So Donkey Kong Country 2 does actually okay. So we'll see what we can get for that. We have We're Back. Me and my family actually watched this movie a lot growing up. So this is pretty cute. I may have to play that later just for nostalgic reasons. We got The Lion King. This one's decent as well. And some of these numbers that I put on there, I don't know, I'm just kind of guessing, and it's like on the lower end. So most likely we could probably get more with enough, you know, picture taking and cleaning up and everything. So Sim City. Then we have Mystery Quest.
Mystic Quest.
Oh, sorry. Mystic Quest. Final Fantasy. We've got Home Alone 2. Aladdin. So we have this one. This one's Super Mario World, and that one's decent. That's always a good one to pick up. That's a good one to actually bundle with a console.
That's the only game I played growing up.
Is it really?
On the SNES.
Oh, okay. Well,
Super Mario World.
there you go. Well, now we have a bunch of games we can play together if you want. So, kind of the heavy hitters now. So we have Turtles in Time, Turtles 4. So this one's a pretty decent game. Contra 3, The Alien Wars. What is it? Up, down, left, right, A, B. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, it's like a code that you could use. It's like a cheat code where you could just get through the game. Because that game is so hard to play normally that you have to pretty much play it, with cheats. But yeah. So this is Super Ghouls and Ghost. So this one's decent. Donkey Kong Country. Of course, we gotta have Donkey Kong Country in there. This guy had a lot of good games, and he was like, "This is my childhood collection," and I'm like, "I will buy all of your childhood collection right now if you want to." And he was like, "Yeah, sure." Sequest, DSV, I have no idea. I've never played it. Super Mario Kart, that's always a classic, a good one. I think that one's like 30 to 45.
Okay, I lied. I played that one too.
Oh, you played that one? Okay. I figured, I was like, you had to play more. You didn't play this game though, did you?
No.
Zelda. Oh, yeah.
I played Tekken 4.
Oh, Tekken 4. Okay.
That was the only other one.
I don't think we have Tekken 4. So The Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past. So this is a classic. You have to play it at some point in your life. Okay. And so that's a decent one. Yoshi's Island. I played this game a lot with my brother, and something about the title screen, the splash screen, it's just a very pretty game, and I love the music. I just like the overall art and design of it. So I think, I don't know, it's like probably $30, $40, something like that. But that's a good one. And then finally, we have the best for last. Final Fantasy III. A pretty fun game. It definitely has a lot of really good music. I could probably fall to sleep with the title screen because I love the music that much. It's pretty good. Nice and relaxing. But yeah, that pretty much sums up our game lot here. Yeah, I was really surprised to find all this, and I think overall should be pretty good. So the total that we spent at this garage sale alone was $295, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get, I want to say, close to $900 profit. We might get maybe a little under that, if not more, in profit. I can try to have a counter on the screen if I'm not lazy, or maybe I'll just put a total at the end up on the screen. Maybe right here, maybe right here, maybe right here, and then yeah, so we'll go from there. All right, y'all. I'm terrible at this. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like the video, please give us a like and subscribe. And if you want to be, yeah, I lost my words. I don't even know what I was saying.
Click the bell.
Click the bell, like the video, and subscribe, and we will come out with more soon-ish.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Bye.